in my last video, I exposed you to ways you can generate customers for yourself. Now, people believe in the world that they mix up the business world with the spiritual. They think when they pray, good, yeah, good, God answer prayer. But God, when you pray, it gives us an idea, give an intuition on what to do to make things work for us. So some people believe that once they pray, they have to fold their hand and expect a miracle that cannot happen. So now, as a businessman, as an investor, you must be looking for ways to generate sales for your business on a daily basis. Yes. What are the things you do? Now compare what you did doing before the COVID. Now people believe that they have to move on the street before they can generate sales. But now things has changed. You have to do what? You have to stage yourself online. People don't go on the street to search for what they need again. They go online, they search. They key in the keyword, please, I need to buy automatic gates. It will show them. So those that appear on the first SERP, search engine report page, is the person that the person will contact. So what am I saying? You need to position yourself very well on the world, on the web space. How do you do it? Now your website, let's talk about your website. Your website must be positioned in a way that it gives you what you need. What do I mean? It must have call to action. One is must have what we call the contact, the address. Then apart from designing a website, there are some things you have to link up yourself with, link your website with Google. The Google search analytics, the search console, the like. I don't want to go into this. So these are the things you need to do that will make your site to be visible. That when they search for a particular key, that key will go to your website and bring down your own page to your prospective customer. So having said that, now let's talk about during the time of the recession that just happened just recent, about 6 years ago, 2000. During that period, the 80% of companies were shut down. But let me tell you, there are a lot of companies that made their fortune, that the life of the company, their company changed during the course of the COVID. Now what happened? When the other company closed, they went out, they positioned themselves, and they go from street to market. Those that want to go on street, but they still believe in the street marketing. But those that want to do it, they go online. They wrote a lot of content. They make sure that their site is driven with keywords. They do all this before they know that, this thing is basically working for them. So I've talked about this. The first one I talked about the email. The second time I talked about your website. Your website must have what your customer need. Other thing. Now your website must have a video. What do you about a video? It could be a video that is linked to your YouTube. That your channel must be able to give details of what your product is about to your prospective customer. So after designing your website, you can ask your web designer or the webmaster to do something for you. Let them incorporate the video on your website that give detailed explanation of what your service, your product is all about. Now what I have to do in the back end is that now the world that we live now is driven by tech. Is driven by what we call tech, and that tech is what we talk about tech. That talks about email marketing. It's talking about the content. You have to write the keyword-driven content. You must have your website. That also have the video. Your other things that I want to add to you is this: your website must be what we call mobile friendly. Mobile friendly, what does that mean? That when your prospective customers search online, and at the end of the day they get across to you, they got to your contact, your website. Your site, your website must be mobile friendly. What does that mean? That means it must be able to open on the mobile phone. 80 to 95% of people that search for websites, search for one to tell the world, use their mobile device to search. Android, Apple, anything. That's a search. There's only few that use their tablets, that use their laptop to search. So, if you want to make a big sales, make sure that your website is mobile friendly, and that is one of the key things that you need to know. Now, very importance of page load. Now, let's talk about this. The number of minutes it takes your website to determine whether your prospective customer will stay on your website or leave. Average of 10 seconds. A visitor to your website will determine whether you want to stay or not. So if it takes the time of decision, like 10 minutes, 10 seconds 40 seconds before your page load, your customer will leave. So now what I'm trying to say is this: when you are designing, when you give your web design to a client or to a tech savvy guy, ask him that also check the number of minutes it takes your website to load, to come to display. So if it takes longer time, bet it with me, your customer will not stay on your website. They won't buy from you. They go to another page that will open faster. Now you have possibly your website has 7 pages. There are websites that have up to 20, 40, 60 pages. Now if you have an average website has 4 pages, make sure that your website has the contact number of your business on every page. What I get? Every page must have a website of your contact. The mobile contact of your business must be written on every page of your website. That is one of the secrets that can give you what you knew we are talking about website and making sense in the tech world. Email marketing. Email marketing is not really generating sales. It does, but it doesn't give you the number, the ROI that you need. The way I'm talking about email marketing, now when your clients, when a website visitor visits your page, make an inquiry. Now from there you have to save his or her email inside your word database. Yeah, there's people that have to use Excel anything to save it, you save it there. Then that means that every now and then when you are launching a new product or every week, you need to send a message, email message to that person to tell him or her about your product. Now you're only giving the kind of information about what your product, your service is all about. Then you can also use that platform to also market your product. How do you do that? Now if 1 million people make requests on your product, make requests via your website or call, that doesn't show all of them will pay buy now. Yeah, know this. But that doesn't show some of them will not buy in the future. Some will buy immediately, some will postpone their purchase, other people will buy possibly after 3, 4, 5, 6 months or a year. Now, how do you nurture your clients that pass through your leads, to your magnet, to your lead? You need to constantly send an email to them to tell them about your product, what your product is about. And this product is all about this product is all about that. Now, one thing about email marketing is that the cost of running email marketing is cheap. You want to set to run an ad that will reach possibly 10 million people in a particular day. Do you know you will spend a lot of money if you are running that? Either social media ad or Google, you spend a lot. But all these things are important. Now, so instead of spending, let's say possibly $300, let's say about 80,000 or 100,000 to reach 10 million people. Now, if you have an email, have a possibility of email, possibly $20, $10 to reach that amount of visitors that will make a request on your site. So email marketing is another thing. But from I've said, from this part of the world, email marketing doesn't give all the result that you need. Make sure your emails are opened. Yeah, there are analytics software that they use that when you send an email to your client, send an email to your subscriber, how do you know the email are open or not? There are some email platform, I don't want to mention the name, that you can use that when you send to tell you the open rate, that the email you send email to 10,000 email subscriber, you tell us okay, about 80% of them have opened it. That's the success rate. Maybe 50% of open it, that's the success rate. So make sure that email you are sending are opened by your receiver. That is one of the things that I also want you to understand. Then build a large email list. Now people believe that they have to hack an email. They use some software to hack emails, and that email they start nurturing, they sending product to them. Maybe the email you hack is meant for students, maybe of students in maybe a grade 1 or no, maybe grade 6 or thereabouts in high school, and you are promoting CNG conversion or get automation to them. You're on the wrong path. But if you are promoting tech training and like to them, you are on the right path. So don't hack email. Nurture, run advert, prospect your visitor, your prospective clients, to drop their email willingly when they are checking out for your product. When they are checking out your product, this is are the things that you have to know. So in my next video, I'm going to do justice to ways you can use to generate more customer for yourself. I think I've mentioned close to 4 today. In my next video, I'm going to expose you to it. So if you can apply it one after the other resources on your platform, then I'm going to teach you other things you can do that to allow you to get customer without spending a dime. You know what I mean? Without spending any cover. But that involves you creating a Gmail, a Google My Business, writing content every day, getting a website, running, making posting on your GMB, doing all sorts of things on your own. If you be able to do it, your success of getting a constant customer without spending time is yours. Thank you. I'm still DJ. Bye for now.